What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a Friday edition of some free picks from DFS Daddy. That is me. Hope you had a great Thursday night. I know me and the wife did some decorating for Christmas, so it's nice to kind of get in the spirit. I guess we're just skipping Thanksgiving, but here we are. Great Thursday night football game. That was just crazy to watch. If you watched my video yesterday, sorry for the low quality, but you know that I identified the right Ravens receivers to take. So I called the Lamar and Rashad Bateman stack, and then the Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase stack just wrecked a lot of games and a lot of fantasy football games. And uh, if you tailed the 4 picks that I put out yesterday, congratulations, you get a winner. If you power played it, it was probably a 7.5 or 8x. I forget actually. Um, I had a few slips where I had Jaceki instead of here. I think Jaceki probably ruined a lot of slips. He definitely did for me. So I hate him. And I'm ready to look ahead at some college football for Friday night. I'm going to be focusing on this UCLA and Iowa game, particularly because I try to find the games that if I can play unders, I want to, just because some of these games just get so like wild and these running backs go crazy that I'm going to just kind of leverage that and play the other side and play the under on the passing. So that's exactly what I've done here. I've taken both quarterbacks in the UCLA Iowa game, Ethan Garbers and Brendan Sullivan, which is this Brendan Sullivan kid, similar to the Cade McNamara that they had as quarterback. Like, they do not trust this guy to throw the ball. Um, they just don't. He threw like maybe 10 times last game, and they don't trust him. He's more of a rusher. That's just how they're going to try to play the game, is slow it down, not high flying passing attack here. So I'm going to take the under on that, and they're going to really lean on Caleb Johnson to run the ball. He's not. He is a threat. He has some games where he had some receiving games, but it wasn't with Brendan Sullivan at the helm. It was still when Kay was playing. So ever since Caleb Brennan has been in, there's been more just rushing from Caleb, not as much receiving out of the backfield. So I'm going to leverage that. Hope that he doesn't just get one lucky, break one off. But he's only getting maybe one catch a game with Brennan at the helm. He doesn't throw enough to warrant this. I'm going to just leverage it. On the flip side, Ethan Garber has a little bit more success. He actually can form like a passing attack, but I think the nature of the game is going to be a lot more low possession, time of possession as well, just like clock management, running the ball. Both teams actually can run the ball pretty well. I don't think it's as much of a emphasis for UCLA. As you see, they don't have like a rusher with a huge like number like Caleb Johnson, but because of that, because of this number being so high, that just tells you the number of possessions in this game is going to be a lot lower. And if UCLA is playing well, this Iowa offense is just struggling. I do not see the need for Ethan Garber to like go for 300. And I'm going to leverage that with his running back again, UCLA running back TJ Harden, to not get 30 receiving yards. I want to say he's actually lined as one of their leading receivers. He is. To me, this is just like a risky proposition. And this could be just like an oversight by me. I don't have like the stats to know where they're lining up. If he's lining up out of the slot sometimes, maybe I can understand it. If this is purely out of the backfield, I think there's just too many like game scripts and situations where that just doesn't like work out if we're just relying on dump offs. So I think there's other receivers here. If they're gonna hit, these lines are pretty low and attainable. But I'm just going to pray for an ugly game, low possession, which is almost guaranteed when you're talking about Iowa, because their offense is just kind of gross. And we'll see how UCLA fares against that. But I'm going to lock this in. I'm going to post it over on my Winnable. If you're not familiar with what Winnable is, it's essentially a platform that I can post all my picks to my subscribers. So I had some VIP, had some free plays. Again, Jaceki screwed me on this one. This would have hit. Jaceki screwed me on this one. The other 3 hit. VIP, Derrick Henry almost got this. Kickers weren't kicking, they were scoring. These 2 hit. So basically, big picture, all of this hit. This did not. So big picture, had a lot of like great reads. Obviously, the game script was pretty easy to identify that the Bengals would be passing the ball. What I don't think people considered is that because of that, the Ravens wouldn't necessarily be able to run it as well. And they kind of got behind the 8 ball. I actually had texted with a friend about that yesterday, where if the Bengals come out swinging and just passing, I don't see that Derrick Henry is going to hit the 90 whatever line that he had. Of course, he can score a touchdown, which he did. But great read. Just few players didn't play. Gesicki couldn't really get separation. The other tight end was like featured. Was it Hudson? I had thought Sample was going to be the guy to step up, but I was wrong. So here's my 4 plays for tonight. Let's make some money and then gear up for Saturday and then Sunday night football, or Sunday night, like Sunday football. If this is your first time here, I'm an NFL expert. That's where I make my money sports betting. So at the very least, stick around till there, press subscribe, wait for those videos to pop up, and then we can make some money doing that. If you don't want to tail me for college football, I understand. I'm just trying to get this out there. So if we want to try to make some money, we can do it. But I would tail lightly on here, boys. Hope you have a great one, a great Friday. We made it through the week. I will see you tomorrow. I'd appreciate you drop a comment or a like if you are going to be tailing me here. And if not, I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Have a good one.